Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another Habs Daily News with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. Today, episode number 377. What a minute, coach. First of all, we are back for another Habs news and another Habs mock trade proposal. But before we start, guys, we invite you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Canadiens Live Show, and leave us a comments about this episode. Let's dive in and talk about my first subject of the day. First subject of the day is about the Montreal Canadiens news. We want to talk about the scout. First of all, we know Montreal Canadiens hired Fernando Pisani in the last couple of days to be a scout for amateur for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. But one thing we did not hear is Matt Turek, who is Matt Turek coach, but he was the scout amateur for the Montreal Canadiens in Ontario. He was the one to discover Arbor Jacky and recommend Owen Beck for the Montreal Canadiens. Obviously, Turek left the Montreal Canadiens last October, became the Hamilton Bulldog general manager interim, and we know he have a role in NHL. An employee cannot be part of the NHL and the CHL at the same time. They hire Joey Tenute. Tenute was drafted by the New Jersey Devils in 2003, 261 overall pick. He played only one game with the Washington Capitals during his career in NHL. He is now the scout amateur for the Montreal Canadiens in Ontario. Well, under the news for the Montreal Canadiens is the Lasso Festival. What is the Lasso called? Here's the country music festival in Montreal. Many players for the Montreal Canadiens like Coley, Sakoski, Jacky, and many others was there in the last couple of days to participate at the Lasso Festival. Very popular in Montreal area, and Montreal players love to go there during that festival. Finally, my last player of the day to talk about is Alex Newhook. We heard Newhook is going to start the season as a winger and not as a center. The reason behind this, I believe, is because we know his face-off percentage is below 40%, and we already know Kirby Dach is not great on the face-off percentage. Possible Newhook could be a winger at the beginning of the season with the Montreal Canadiens. He talked about this during his last interview. Don't be surprised if Alex Newhook play as a winger and possible on the top two line for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. That's conclude, guys, all the subject we have about the Habs news. And let's move on for my second subject of the day. My second subject of the day, guys, is about the under-over game. And today we want to talk about Josh Anderson 25 goal. Do you expect Josh Anderson score over 25 goals for upcoming season? Last year, he scored 21 goals. The year prior to that, it was 19. And the year before that, it was 17. So every year is increasing the number of 2 goals. Can he finalize his total goal next year at 23? We don't know. But I would like to hear from you. What do you think? Is it under or over? But what about you, coach? Obviously, guys, I go with under for Josh Anderson. I don't see him to score over 25 goals. He did it only one time during his career in NHL. He did with the Columbus Blue Jackets with 27 goals. So let me know what you think. Under, over for Josh Anderson. And let's move on for my last subject of the day. Finally, my last subject of the day is about the Habs mock trade proposal. And today, I want to talk about Josh Anderson and Casey DeSmith. 2 players, I heard a rumor in the last couple of days, could trade Anderson to the New Jersey Devils. I don't see this could happen. The New Jersey Devils does have a lot of space on the salary cap, but they are not the only team. The Pittsburgh, the Islanders, and the Dallas, and many other team guys are really struggling with the salary cap for the upcoming season. It will be very difficult for the Montreal Canadiens to make a huge trade before the upcoming season. But what I did, I look around and I find a team. What are you talking about? Yes, the St. Louis Blues. Yes, I found the St. Louis Blues. What is the trade, coach? Here we go. The Montreal Canadiens send Josh Anderson, Casey DeSmith, and Montreal get Kapanen, Marcos Cantella, the first-round pick and the third-round pick 2024 from the St. Louis Blues. Whoa, coach. Listen, guy, understand. Many fans does not want to trade Josh Anderson, and I'm not sure I will trade Josh Anderson. But if I will trade Josh Anderson, this is a trade I was looking for. Why the benefit of Montreal Canadiens? First of all, guys, Anderson carrying at $5.5 million for the next 4 years. He scored only an average of 20 goals in the last 3 years with the Montreal Canadiens. And thirdly, they're going to open up a spot for Casey DeSmith to go with the St. Louis Blues, and the Montreal Canadiens are going to start the season with Jake Allen and Samuel Montembeault. Plus, the fact they got Kapanen and Scantella, both players carrying at $3.2 million for 1 more year before they become, both of them, UFA. So Montreal Canadiens and the season 2024-2025, they're going to have another $5.5 million more on the salary cap they can spend for a specific players, maybe on UFA or possible via a trade. But this is the reason I believe Montreal Canadiens is benefit for them. Plus, they get a first-round pick and a third-round pick in return. And for the St. Louis Blues guy, they get a players like Josh Anderson for the next 4 years with a $5.5 million. But this is prototype player the St. Louis Blues like to have as their top 6 players for upcoming season. I believe that would be good for both teams. Remember, I never said Montreal should trade Josh Anderson right now. But if you want to trade Josh Anderson, I feel this it could be a good matchup between Montreal Canadiens and the St. Louis Blues. Leave me a comment about my trade proposal today. And this concludes, guys, all the subject we have on this episode. Thanks for watching another Habs Daily News video of the day with the hockey coach, your coach Frenchy. But before we leave, guys, we invite you, don't forget, please, to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey National Show, and leave us a comments about this episode. And of course, remember, you have greatness inside of you.